Good morning, beloveds. All right. I'm a little discombobulated this morning. Yesterday, I should have taken a shower when I came back from the bike ride and had plenty of time. Forgot. And this morning, I didn't have time to take the shower. But last night, I was just like, when I came home from work, I was just like, I was done with my hair. So I was like, So my hair's a little weird this morning because it got washed last night and then slept on. All right. It is September 28th. Our title is What Is It That We Have? Our author is Ruth E. Chu, and this was published in Mind Remakes Your World from 1941. So, all right. Whosoever is not of faith is sin, says the Bible. What then do you make of faith, you may ask? The Bible, we believe, is the outgrowth of religion rather than vice versa. Statements are not necessarily true because they are in the Bible, but because they are true, they are included in the inspired parts of the Scripture. Since modern scholarship realizes that the word sin merely means missing the mark, we can readily see how significant the above verse is. It states a reality. If we lack faith in what we do, we fail. Practically, everyone needs to learn that faith does not descend like a dove from the heaven, lighting only a chosen few. Neither does it grow overnight any more than does a rich velvety lawn. Not a bit of it. But if you are willing to throw yourself enthusiastically into cultivating faith, you can raise a bumper crop. Like a lawn, though it takes active desire, knowledge, time, perseverance. Know too that the moment we look at appearances, that moment we have to let go of whatever faith we had, that hoping to have our good at some future time is only vain hope, not scientific faith. We must make ourselves think and feel, speak and act as if something delightful has already taken place and in a wonderful way. This, I think, is what Jesus the Master meant when he said, "When ye pray, believe that ye have received, and it shall be given to you." Joyous persistency in holding a vision is true faith and brings results. Oh my God. Like, I feel like I just got taken to school. Straight up, feel like I've been taken to school. But because that was a well laid out, logical argument. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. All right. I commend Ruth E. Chu to you. Look her up. That was phenomenal. Okay. What is it that we have? Because what she said is, look, you know what? First, let's take on this Bible quote, because it is kind of condemning, and let's translate it. Okay. Well, what do we translate sin as? You've missed the mark, right? So then let's go back and look at that Bible quote and see what it means if you translate sin to you missed the mark. Whosoever is not in faith is sin. Okay? So if you don't have faith, then you've missed the mark. All right. That is actually very helpful. Very helpful. And then she says, but look, faith doesn't happen overnight. Faith is not something that alights like a dove. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't alight like a dove. It is something that you work on. It is a muscle that you have to exercise. And you have to exercise it regularly. Faith is, you got to build it. You got to build it. It doesn't come out of nowhere. And she says that. She says, you have to throw yourself enthusiastically into cultivating faith. You can raise a bumper crop. Like a lawn, though, it takes active desire, knowledge, time, perseverance. Okay? You got to keep at it. Right? You got to build that faith. And then she also says, don't don't treat in the future. That's a vain hope. Don't treat in the future. Treat as if you already have it. Something joyous has already happened. And then she quotes Jesus. Treat as if it's already happened. Treat as if you've already got whatever it is that you are seeking. Oh my goodness. Wow. Not scientific faith. It is only, this is wonderful. I love this. I also like that she says that statements are not necessarily true because they are in the Bible, but because they are true, they were included in the inspired parts of scriptures. Yeah. All right. Practically, everyone needs to learn that faith does not descend like a dove from the heaven, lighting only a chosen few, nor does it grow overnight any more than does a rich velvety lawn. Not a bit of it. She does not mince words. This is phenomenal. You got to think of faith like a muscle. The only way to make it strong and keep it strong is to practice every day. To practice every day. And to throw yourself enthusiastically into it. And do it, it takes active desire, knowledge, time, and perseverance. All right? Faith. What is it that we have? What is it that we have? Faith. What is faith? Think about it like a muscle. It's a spiritual muscle. You gotta exercise it, and you gotta exercise it regularly. You gotta exercise it often, and you gotta push it. Your muscles don't get bigger if you do the same 10 reps with the same 10 pounds every time. You gotta do 12 reps with 15 pounds to get that muscle to grow. You gotta exercise it. And that is exactly what Ruth is saying. This is phenomenal. What is it that we have? Work. We gotta work on ourselves. We gotta work on ourselves. And the great thing about faith is you can practice faith by treating for yourself, but you can also practice it by treating for others. So, it's like, if you don't know what to work on, then go to your friends and say, hey, what is it that you would like me to treat for? And your friends may say, well, everything's going really well. And then you're like, well, then I can treat for more of that. I can treat that everything is going really well, and I'm going to treat for your highest and best, and that things continue to run smoothly. Okay. So just because you have nothing to treat for doesn't mean you have nothing to treat for. You can always treat, and then you can go and treat for, the little things in the world. We may not know what to treat for, but we always know to treat for the highest and best. I love to, whenever I hear of things that have happened in the world, my big thing is resource allocation. Like, I'm a big believer in appropriate resource allocation. So it's like, how do the resources get to where they need to be as fast as possible? That's my thing. So it's like, okay, so then we've had the storm over here, and I don't know what they need, but I know that they need stuff. Well, good news is the Spirit knows what they need. So I can just treat that the resource management is working at peak efficiency. That's how I can treat for whatever is going on in there. I can also treat that the people who are involved in the situation know that they are at choice and know that they are beloved children of God. I'm not stepping on anybody's agencies when I treat for stuff like that. And that's the way you do it. When you don't know what to treat for, you treat for the highest and best. So exercise. The mission today, should we choose to accept it? Oh, wait, before I get there, I want this line right here. Know too that the moment we look at appearances, that moment we have to let go of whatever faith we had, that hoping to have our good at some time in the future is only vain hope. Okay. So when you catch yourself looking at appearances, that's when you have to let go of the future faith. Yeah, I know. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I'm looking at this and my good is in the future. You got to let go of that faith. and know that the good already exists. The good already exists. Okay? But in that case, let's not get fixated on people and places. Okay? That it's just that reminder, it's like, I want that car. Well, do I want that car, or what is it about that car that I like? I can't have that specific VIN number. I can't have that particular house because somebody already lives in it. I can't have that particular job because somebody's already in it. Now I can treat for what it is that I like about it. And maybe that job, maybe the person who's in that job does decide to move on and that job becomes available to me, but I can't treat that person out of the job. I just gotta, it's like, you don't limit spirit. Don't limit spirit. Don't get fixated on a person. Don't get fixated on a place. Don't get fixated on a job. Don't get fixated on a specific, VIN number. What is it about it that you like? And then let spirit figure out how to bring that to you. Okay? Just a caution. Just a caution. If we're letting go of future, your good already exists. The appearances that you're looking at, that's not it. Just a reminder. All right. Now, so the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to throw ourselves enthusiastically into cultivating faith. With active desire, with knowledge, with time, with perseverance. Enthusiastically throw ourselves into cultivating faith. That is the mission today. Ooh, and there's lots and lots and lots and lots of ways to cultivate your faith, starting with treatment. Treat for yourself. Do it regularly. Treat for others. Do it regularly. Watch things like this. Go and look up. Trust me, at this point, a lot of the ministers from Science of Mind, they're on a lot of the social medias. They're on YouTube. Look them up. See what they have to say. Edward Viljoen is a really good one. He was doing daily podcasts for a while on the Centers for Spiritual Living, spiritual leader. And our current spiritual leader, Sonia, is doing some too. So go to those kind of Facebook pages, look them up, scroll back through their history, see what they've been doing. Go and see if they have YouTube channels, see what they're up to. Robert Brzezinski has a New Thought Network, and he's constantly, doing stuff. So you can listen to stuff like this. You can listen to how people are exercising their faith, every day. There's thousands of hours of content. So check it out. So that is the mission today. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is spiritual practice. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. If you are going to exercise your faith, spiritual practice is the way to do it. This is a spiritual practice of self-care. It is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. Be it one thing, be it three things, be it all things. In the end, that is my end goal. That everything you do for yourself and others, you do it in a loving, kind, and compassionate manner. That's why I encourage you to practice every day. One, you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay? You got to take care of yourself if you're going to serve others. And two, you are your own best test subject. And three, you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. And four, I'm encouraging you to create a habit. I'm encouraging you to create a well-worn path to the source of your own being, to the source of infinite love, infinite kindness, infinite compassion, so that when you're plugged in regularly, and you are not trying to do it through your own willpower, but plugged into the infinite source, when you meet people who need a little extra, including the days when you need a little extra love, kindness, and compassion, it's coming through you, not from you. That's why I say it every day. All right? That's why my end goal is that everything you do is loving, kind, and compassionate. I have complete and total faith in you that you can do this. And, and I enthusiastically throw myself into cultivating my faith. It is an everyday thing. It is an everyday thing. Got to exercise that spiritual muscle every day. All right. And it can be as simple as taking a deep breath before you speak. It looks like taking a walk. It looks like taking a nap. It looks like taking a vacation. It looks like saying no to something that just is really draining you. It looks like saying yes to something that pushes you a little out of your comfort zone. It looks like eating dessert first, okay? One, I'm a big believer, chocolate's the first step to fixing anything. But at two, it's also about not saving the good stuff, your life is a special occasion. We never know how long we've got. So why don't we take a little bit of extra time and make the ordinary extraordinary more often? Use the fancy dishes, wear the fancy clothes, do the things that are a little beyond what you would normally do a little more often. Okay. And I also always, I'm not going to get out of this self-care without reminding you that joy is a quality of God. Therefore, joy is a quality of you. No matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on in your life, you deserve joy. So I encourage you to make room for joy, whatever that looks like for you. All right. Big little point is make room for it. It's another spiritual muscle. Exercise it. We say look for the good and praise it. The reason is because when you look for it, you see more. You see more. When you start to count your blessings, you realize you have so much more. Well, joy is the same thing. Look for the joy. Praise the joy. Practice the joy. All right. The rest of the suggestions are basic self-care. Do something to engage your mind and your body. I talked about exercising your spiritual muscles. Well, I encourage you to exercise your actual muscles as well, whatever that looks like for you. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. We're still in the mid-90s. I'm glad not to be in the low hundreds, but still hydrate. Your brain works better. Your body works better. Your skin looks better when you are well hydrated. Drink plenty of water. All right. I do encourage you also to get that early in your day bright light. The sun is at the perfect position right now. So when we get out for that bike ride about 7:30, I can get that 5 to 10 minutes without getting too much. When between 7 and 9 in the morning, the sun is hitting the earth at a particular angle that supports your vitamin D level, which supports your immune and your thyroid. It also supports your circadian rhythm, which is your natural hormone balance, so that your hormones are coming when they should, so that you can get up and get going, and you can also go to sleep. You'll have more energy during the day, sleep better at night. It's 5 to 10 minutes of bright light. If you get up before the sun, or it's cloudy and there is no sun, artificial light will help too. All right. And if you need that, especially like with the vitamin D, Google seasonal effect disorder light or lamps. I think at this point you can just buy a light bulb, that you can screw into something you already have. You don't have to buy like an entire thing. But that is that light that will help with the vitamin D and all of that. All right. So take care of yourself. Now, I'm going to give you my Ernest Holmes quote. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you that you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. Because it's a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. When we recognize that there is one source, when we recognize that God is all there is, that we are all made from that same source, that we are all made from God, that's how we come to the realizations that sin means missing the mark. Okay? And that we can try again. It's a mindset. When you learn to create that heavenly mindset for yourself, then you become an island of peace. You become an island of calm in this messy material world. And when you meet people in storms, you don't get drawn into their storms. What you can do is draw them into your peace. You can give them a place to rest. And we can't walk each other's paths, but what we can do is hold our lights up. That's what that heavenly mindset does. It lets us hold our light up so people can see where to put their feet. And you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. All right, beloveds. I am leaping forward into the social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Riot on the social medias that I am on. Social media is one of the things that I talked about because it's one of the ways that you can exercise that faith. It's one of those ways that you can gather that knowledge and help with your perseverance. All right. To listen to how other people exercise their spiritual muscles. All right. So, and if you want to know what's going on with the center, email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. Those hot links are hot. There is a hot link that will take you right to the soul session playlist, which is, you want to exercise your spiritual muscle, go to that playlist. All right. Okay. Yep. I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, an enthusiastic day, a cultivating day, a knowledge day, a perseverance day, an exercising our spiritual muscle day, a recognizing heaven day, a praising the good day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved child of God. You are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you're a godling, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Okay? Explore the truth of your being. Peel back the layers of who you have been told you are, and find out who God knows you to be. I can promise you that person is cool. Forget all of the things that you have been told you are. Forget who you've been told you are. By society, by gender, by culture, by religion. Forget all that. Explore the truth of your being. All right. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.